Alrighty. Alrighty. Hello, Amanda. First chatter. Welcome. Nelson is also here. Welcome, Nelson. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I hope you have a cup of coffee. I hope you had a nice breakfast. Una mattina mi sono alzato. Bella ciao. Una mattina mi sono alzato e ho trovato l'invasor. Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody is doing quite well. We've got some news to cover for the day. I haven't even really looked at most of the news. I do know that Trump and Bibi are meeting in the Oval Office. Trump and Bibi Oval Office meeting. Luigi Doharras, Likiri. Fucking doy. But yeah, we got Trump meeting with Bibi Netanyahu in the Oval. Probably discussing the extermination of the Palestinians. And I believe the Samud flotilla is getting close. Yeah, and then tomorrow's Trump's his fealty oath, the new oath to the Fuhrer. Just fucked. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Ah, shit. Here we go again. Let's start off with Hegseth meeting with generals, photo, or making video. Thanks for reposting my edit, dog. You're welcome, brother. I had no idea it was you. I just repost edits that I think are good. So get this, guys. Trump is going to be there tomorrow at the meeting of the generals, the meeting of the military leaders, which is really scary. That's not good. That's not normal. For the meeting in and of itself is not normal, and for Trump to be there is incredibly abnormal. But they're starting to get some leaks out of the White House that Pete Hegseth wants this meeting to create a new video. Like, I'm not even kidding. It seems like Pete Hegseth wants these military generals from all over the planet to come to Virginia so that he can film a like a banger. So he can film a banger. I'm not even fucking kidding, dude. It's a joke. We'll read over a little bit of this. From the Washington Post, new details emerge on Hegseth's unusual mass gathering of top brass. The defense secretary is expected to lecture about the warrior ethos for less than an hour. So this motherfucker just threw a monkey wrench into the entire military operational, the entire military. Just threw a monkey wrench into the entire military for less than an hour so he can make like a fucking video. Top generals are bracing for possible firings or demotions. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth ordered hundreds of generals to travel from around the world to hear him make a short speech on military standards and the warrior ethos. Multiple people familiar with the event told Washington Post. Now, I want to talk about this for a second, just to explain something to you. I don't support American imperialism. I hate the fact that our military goes across the world to just wage foreign wars at the behest of Israel. But if we're being honest, the United States military has always had the warrior ethos. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole shtick. You've seen the ads of them sliding down the ropes from the Black Hawks, going into the fucking desert with the night vision. Like, they've always had the warrior ethos. I don't know if you guys know many members of the military. I do. They have the warrior ethos. These are guys who, like, they don't give a fuck where you put them. They just want to shoot. They just want to fight. You know what I mean? Which is, like, at the end of the day, that's what you want in a soldier. You just want somebody who wants to fight. But it doesn't make any fucking sense what this whole their playbook is, you know? Doesn't he have a fucking giant iron cross tattooed on his chest? Yeah, Pete Hegseth is a Christian nationalist. Pete Hegseth, Christian nationalist tattoo. He has a tattoo that has been... Yeah, here it is. This is officially a white supremacist tattoo. Same thing with Deus Vult. These are not, like, that's not just like your normal cross. This is, like, has a lot to do with Christian theocratic fascism. Same thing with Deus Vult. That's the guy that we're talking about here, okay? It does suck that he's a little hot. Like, it would be a lot easier to like, shit all over him if he wasn't a little hot. You know what I mean? Fuck, man. Shit. Anyway. Hegseth's orders, which were sent earlier this week to senior generals and admirals worldwide, require anyone in a command position with the rank of 1-star general or rear admiral and above, as well as their senior enlisted leaders, to be at Marine Corps University at Quantico, Virginia on Tuesday. You know what this is? He likes the stars on the shoulders. They're filming a propaganda video. And we've talked about this before, like when you see like the fucking B-2 bombers fly over Trump's head and we see it live and we go, that was a waste of money. That was weird. Well, no, they have like fucking $40,000 DSLR cameras set up to get the perfect shot in between Trump's fucking legs so they can catch him sig heiling at the goddamn B-2, right? Everything that they do is a photo op, and we're going to watch this meeting tomorrow, and it's going to be weird. It's going to be pointless. But at the end of the day, it's going to make for great propaganda footage to pump out to the uneducated rats that voted for Donald Trump and eventually just increase the recruitment levels. That's quite literally the whole point. It's quite literally the whole fucking point. Anyway. Exceptions will be granted on a rare basis with approval from top military officials, the people familiar with the matter said, speaking on the condition of anonymity to discuss sensitive planning. It's meant to be an eyeball-to-eyeball kind of conversation. He wants to see the generals. Excuse me. They don't need a talk from Secretary Hegseth on the warrior ethos. Yeah, dude, that's my point. Dude, Pete Hegseth, you're a fucking alcoholic Fox News host. You're a baby back bitch. You were a failure to the United States military. You're a joke of a man. You probably have a fucking micro penis, too. You also got kicked out of a strip club for being so drunk that you got on the fucking stage and started ranting about how much you hate Muslims. Like, Pete, why are we pretending that you're anything other than a bitchless little fucking loser? Why are we warrior ethos? Shut the fuck up. I guarantee you as soon as a bullet started flying, you would piss your fucking pants and curl up into a ball, you fucking pussy. Hegseth appeared to address concerns about the meeting for the first time Friday morning using his personal social media account after retired senior officer Lieutenant General Ben Hodges tweeted that German generals were, quote, called to a surprise assembly in Berlin in 1935 and required to swear a personal oath to the Fuhrer. The defense secretary responded with sarcasm. Cool story, General. You gotta be fucking kidding me. You have an army of literal llama fans, like literal animal, 25 of them? What? What do you mean I have llama fans? Dude, I think that when Pete Hegseth says, like, we got to bring back the warrior ethos, he deadass just means we got to kick women out of the military. Like, I really do think that's all he fucking means. What do we got here?
President Trump is set to meet with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu at the White House today. They're expected to discuss the war in Gaza as the president tries to broker a peace deal. ABC News chief foreign correspondent Ian Pennell and ABC News contributor, former deputy assistant secretary.
Oh, are they meeting now? Oh shit. It's gonna happen soon. Hi, sweet handsome boy. I had to take Beans to the vet today. He's all good. Just a little checkup. They had to drain his anal glands.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
God, I hate this fucking cunt. look at this hideous fucking... Dude, I bet you this bitch got deported from Whoville. This bitch looks like she got deported from Whoville for flying a swastika.
I have a meeting in 3 minutes at 8:45, but I'm just here. I'm here to say it's a very busy day here. That's why you're all here early. Of course, we have Prime Minister Netanyahu coming in just a few hours. As you know, the president has been working tirelessly on this effort to bring this war in Gaza and to bring this conflict in the Middle East.
Fuck is you talking about? King Dolan has done diddly fucking shit to end the war in Gaza. First of all, dumb bitch, it ain't a war, it's a genocide. Second of all, I could show you 55 different videos of Netanyahu saying, I control America, I control Donald Trump. Let me see if I can pull up one of those clips. Netanyahu says he controls America and Trump.
Now, ahead of the meeting at the White House, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu praised U.S. President Donald Trump, describing him as a remarkable ally of Israel and a President Trump.
Luigi!
And he said it was humiliating. Without naming Carlson, Netanyahu called the idea of him boasting about controlling Trump ridiculous, adding that he did not say it and does not think that. And from acquiring nuclear weapons, including targeting several nuclear sites earlier this year. However, he made it clear that Trump's doings were decided basis America's best interest, and he does not decide a thing for the U.S. president. His comments come days after far-right commentator Tucker Carlson, who has become a fierce critic of Israel in recent months, went as far as to claim that Netanyahu is going around claiming he controls President Trump.
He does. He does. Netanyahu tells a lot of different people that he controls President Trump, he controls the United States of America. And Tucker Carlson, he came out and he said, I challenge any of these people to claim, to tell me out in public that he didn't say that. And you want to know why you won't do that? It's because he did fucking say it, and you know he said it, you know? He does. He controls Donald Trump because of the blackmail, allegedly, that Donald Trump got. You know, this is what happens. Listen, the Epstein Island was a honeypot operation. Were there plenty of people who went to that island with the intent to fuck kids? Yes. But then there were plenty of people who went to that island without the intent to fuck kids. They went for that personal 5-man dinner stand-up act from Chris Rock, right? Yes, that's real. And then, at the end of the night, they would, you know, so they get a massage, and they'd end up fucking somebody. And then Epstein would be like, hey, by the way, that was a 15-year-old girl. I got the entire thing on video, and from here on out, you will give ironclad support to the nation of Israel. And if you don't, I will release this footage, and you will be fucked. That is quite literally how Israel has maintained support from Western nations. That is literally how they have maintained support. Wasn't it Chris Tucker, not Chris Rock? Whatever, same shit. Is that racist? Probably racist.
To an end. He wants to see all of the hostages released, and Ambassador Witkoff, Special Envoy Witkoff, sent a very detailed 21-point plan to both sides, and the president expects both sides to agree. So there will...
How the fuck can you expect Hamas to agree to anything when during the last negotiation tactic in, what was it, Qatar? During the last negotiation deal, we had Hamas representatives in Qatar, and Israel fucking bombed them and killed them all, okay? Why the fuck would Hamas ever accept any sort of agreement?
There will be a press conference later. You can ask your questions of both the president and the prime minister at that. And then later, of course, we have congressional leadership here. Our message and what we want out of this is very simple. The president wants to keep the government open. He wants to keep the government funded.
Nah, fuck you. Suck my dick. This government is a fascist government. If any democratically elected official votes to keep this government open, I will spend every last waking moment of my fucking career trying to end your career. If you, and I've said this before, if you think the way that I shit on Trump is bad, just you fucking wait till I find out that one of you fucking Democrat rats voted to keep this government open. I will literally shift on a fucking dime. Oh, I'll ruin your career so fucking fast. And listen, I got friends in other content creation. I'm friends with Philip DeFranco. I'm friends with Alec Baldwin. I'm friends with Pearl Mania. I will literally deploy a fucking army to destroy your public image.
There is zero good reason for Democrats to vote against this clean continuing resolution. They've voted for this exact same bill 13 times in the past. We want to keep the funding for our military, for our veterans, for our women and
For
our
our
children in this
veterans, you
country,
defunded the
continuing-
fucking VA, you blonde demon cunt. You fucking cobwebbed pussy ass bitch. Fuck you and suck my dick, you banned from Whoville ass bitch.
Want the government to stay open. The president is giving Democrats one last chance to be reasonable today.
Is the president prepared to negotiate with Democrats?
Look, there's nothing to negotiate when you have a clean CR. Look, there are, of course, important policy discussions that can be had, but we are...
Who the fuck is this dude? I don't know who this dude is, but fuck you. If you're watching this, brother, fuck you. I don't know who you are. You didn't do nothing to deserve this, but fuck you, you fucking ginger piece of shit.
Nearing a government shutdown, and we are nearing a funding deadline, and the president wants to make this deadline. He wants to keep the government open.
Caroline, there is a press conference today with the Israeli Prime Minister. It signals, I think, that he's expecting there to be a deal announced, or at least that Netanyahu is going to accept the proposed plan. Is that
Look at this fucking asshole with his brony tail.
hope that the president has today?
Look, the president knows and believes that this is as good of a plan as these sides are going to see. And that's why it's 21 points. It's very detailed. It's
I got a better plan. 1 point. Nuke Tel Aviv. For legal reasons, that was a joke.
comprehensive. The president has been working tirelessly on this. He speaks to, Prime Minister Netanyahu all of the time. Of course, he's in constant correspondence, but he's also taken a lot of time to speak with our Arab partners and allies in the Middle East. He met with them at UNGA in New York City last week to hear them out. We've obviously had direct and indirect conversations with Hamas.
You met him at what?
In New York City last week in the Middle East. He met with them at UNGA in New York City.
UNGA
in New York City last week. UNGA in New York City last week. In New York City. In New York City last week. With them at UNGA in New York. At UNGA in New York City. At UNGA in New York City last week to hear them.
UNGA? UNGA? You couldn't say the UN General Assembly. You had to say UNGA, 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 UNGA. God, you're a dumb fucking broad, ain't you?
Out. We've obviously had direct and indirect conversations with Hamas as well. And ultimately, the president knows when you get to a good deal, both sides are going to leave a little bit unhappy. But we need this conflict to end. The president's made that very clear. He wants to see the killing stop.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? That is crazy. Should I click it? It's not even in the video. What the fuck is this? Don't be fooled again. Oh shit, it's in the sand? Oh shit. Oh, that's so fucking cool. Based. That's fucking crazy. Wow, I might have to fucking screenshot that. How do you screenshot? How do you screenshot? Anybody know how to screenshot? Windows Shift S. All right, I got it. You should be live more during the weekdays. I try to stream 5 days a week. I do what I can to try and stream for at least 1 hour, 5 days a week. Bro, that Alec Baldwin name drop isn't the flex you think it is. Fuck you mean? He's a real shooter. He's a real shooter. Wait, that feels anti-Semitic? But it's in Israel, made by fucking Israelis. It's made by Jewish activists. I don't understand. If Jews made this, how could it be conceived as anti-Semitic? I mean, I guess it could be conceived as anti-Semitic if you don't know that Jews made this. Hey, it's just Pinocchio. It's just Pinocchio. You know? Even if you are atheist, I still watch you because I want to see the news, not left or right. I'm not atheist, brother. I'm pagan. Much scarier. Anyway. Did Trump meet with Netanyahu yet? Nah, still waiting. Still waiting. All right, so we got Hegseth's fucking photo op. Let's see what King Doland has said online. In order to make North Carolina, which has completely lost its furniture business to China and other countries, great again, I will be imposing substantial tariffs on any country that does not make its furniture in the United States. Details to follow. This guy's actually just going to destroy the entire fucking United States economy. 100% tariff on any and all movies that are made outside of the U.S.? What do you mean 100% tariff on any and all movies, bro? What do you mean? You mean when I go on Amazon Prime and I want to rent Saving Private Ryan, it's going to be $4.99. But when I want to rent Saving Private it's going to be fucking $9.99 because it's a Chinese made. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? This is the stupidest shit ever. And also, he's just got to get the most expensive couches for JD, you know? Saving Private Ryan was also made abroad. Son of a bitch. Thank you for the $10. What's your opinion on Antifa? Am I really a terrorist for being anti-fascist? I work with mostly right-wing based company and I feel alienated when my coworkers talk about politics. I just stay quiet. Antifa means anti-fascist. Antifa is not an organization. It is like a loosely held belief. It's just like, I'm Antifa. I'm anti-fascist. Listen, being anti-fascist is the only acceptable mindset. If you are not anti-fascist, it means you are fascist. There's no middle ground like, hey guys, I think there's valid points on both sides. No, all it takes for evil to prevail in this world is for good men to sit by and do nothing. Okay? So if you are not anti-fascist, you are fascist. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's that fucking simple. It's that fucking simple. Self-proclaimed New York City communist Zohran Mamdani, who was running for mayor, will prove to be one of the best things to ever happen to our great Republican Party. Did you read the Isaac Chotiner article with Case Sunstein? No, I did not. He's going to have problems with Washington like no mayor in the history of our once great city. Remember, he needs the money from me. No, he doesn't, you dumb, fat, orange fuck. You need the money from him. Did you forget that New York City and California are the only reason the United States economy exists? Did you forget that without New York City and California, the United States of America is a poor nation? Literally, we provide 75% of the GDP. Fuck you and suck my dick, Donnie, you fat fuck. He needs the money from me as president in order to fulfill all of his fake communist promises. He won't be getting any of it, so what's the point in voting for him? This ideology has failed always for thousands of years and will fail it thousands of years? This motherfucker thinks the Russian Revolution was in the year 1120. Holy fuck. Oh my god, look at this hideous bitch! Who the fuck? Look at that neck, bro! Look at this disgusting, hideous bitch! Holy fuck! Oh my god! Dude, I swear to God, evil just starts to leak out of you. It starts inside of you and it just starts to pour out of you, dude. It's so fucking gross. It's so fucking gross. All right, the rest of it is just stupid fucking links. Oh yeah, no, I'll slide for Zoran. Slide for Zoran. Ain't nobody gonna take my Zoran from me. Hell fucking no. Hell fucking no. Hell no. I love that Trump is obsessed with us. I know. Dude, I'm just waiting for the day that Donnie fucking name drops me. Oh, I would love to be name dropped by the king. Can't accept that we're the greatest city in the world. He also can't accept the fact that he's from New York City and everyone from New York City fucking hates him. I'm not kidding. I don't know people from New York City that like Donald Trump. I've never met one person from New York City that likes Donald Trump. He has been ostracized by everybody. Everybody fucking hates that fat bastard. Everybody. Hi, Beans. Let's see what Elon Musk rat has been tweeting. He's been bitching and moaning ever since he got dropped on the Epstein files. His name is in the Epstein files. But he also tweets every single day. Multiple times a day, so it's hard to find it. Hi, Mr. Beans. Yeah, no, his dick don't work. Go to church. Bitch, get in the fucking kitchen, get pregnant, get barefoot, and make me a fucking sandwich. Submit to your husband, Erica. Submit. Shut the fuck up. You shouldn't even be running a company. You're a good Christian woman. Stay quiet forever and make babies, bitch. That's all you're good for, according to your dead husband. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? The fuck are we talking about? Oh my God, on democracies and death cults. Bro, that's about you. You're the death cult. You're the death cult, bro. Nah, I don't even think I think he might have deleted the post. I think he might have deleted the fucking post. Yeah, fuck him. Fuck him, fuck him, fuck him. Medbeds for all Americans? What does that mean? What is that? What are we talking about? What is a medbed? What is a medbed? What the fuck is a medbed? Alien technology? What? It's a QAnon conspiracy theory? Oh, God. Trump promoted a medbed what? Where?
President Donald J. Trump has announced a historic new healthcare system, the launch of America's first medbed hospitals and a national medbed card for every citizen.
Every American will soon receive their own medbed card. With it, you'll have guaranteed access to our new hospitals.
That's not his voice. That's not his voice. Wait, did he post an AI-generated video of himself because he's so dementia-ridden that he doesn't even know what he has said? Holy fuck! He's retarded! Holy shit! Oh my God! He posted an AI-generated video of himself claiming that everyone in America is gonna get alien technology, and he didn't even know that it's a... Oh my God.
Led by the top doctors in the nation, equipped with the most advanced technology in the world. These facilities are safe, modern, and designed to restore every citizen to full health and strength. This is the beginning of a new era in American healthcare.
In this first phase, only a limited number of medbed cards will be released. Registration details will be announced very soon.
Wow. Wow. Holy fuck, dude. That is the craziest shit I've ever fucking seen. How do you fall for an AI video of yourself? How do you fall for an AI video of yourself? Holy shit. Holy shit. Wow. Wow. Listen, all I gotta say is anybody who still supports Donald Trump is genuinely an inferior creature, and they should be treated differently. They genuinely should. Look at what's happening in Chicago. Let's see. We got stuff online. Let's see.
This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org. I'm Amy Goodman with Juan Gonzalez. We end today's show in Chicago, where Juan is, as at least 10 people were arrested in protests outside an ICE facility Friday, with federal immigration agents firing pepper balls.
My family tells me to
and
respect
using tear
MAGA
gas.
because you can change their mind. They have watched us pan out and still support You Are Subhuman to me. Well, that's the thing, is anybody who still supports Donald Trump, you're not changing their mind. Okay, what your family was telling you was true up until, like, I don't know, a month and a half ago. But now anybody left is genuinely an inferior being that should be ostracized and deserves to be bullied and harassed. Anybody who still supports Donald Trump is a Nazi. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're not talking about a Republican. Plenty of people voted for Donald Trump, but they jumped ship once they found out he was a fascist. Now, if you support Donald Trump, you are a fascist. That's not debatable. Facts don't care about your feelings. Donald Trump just signed the presidential memorandum that is straightforward fascism. So I don't give a fuck about your opinion. I no longer debate with Trump supporters. I simply bully them because they're fascists. That's it. And you should follow suit. There's no more debating or finding common ground or talking to Trump supporters. No, you're fucking Nazis. Fuck you, eat shit. I don't give a fuck about any Trump supporters' problems. I don't give a fuck at all. At all.
Yeah, they're speaking right now here in downtown, speaking out against this. They say this is an emergency right now. We have certainly seen a complete show of force from federal agents all across Chicago today. With that, there has been multiple people detained in different parts of the city. One of those incidents happening in River North earlier today. It was caught on camera, a man getting arrested right there near LaSalle Street. That has been the images we have seen here throughout the city since this morning, and we know that the agents have been in front of them. Border Patrol agents have been patrolling and marching through parts of the city. We have been hearing from the...
What is the Warriors ethos? It's when dudes fuck other dudes, because the gayest thing you can do is fuck a woman, bro. That's the Warrior ethos.
These local elected officials.
You ever seen the United States Navy? They got that Warrior ethos, bro.
Officials and the Illinois Coalition for Immigrant and Refugee Rights at this press conference, as they say all of this has gone too far.
You claim that you're out to get the worst of the worst, but we see time and time again that the people that you are apprehending and kidnapping and interrogating and terrorizing are hardworking people that make Chicago and Illinois a better place for everyone. We will continue.
So their message remains the same. They are continuing.
Armed uniformed Border Patrol agents marched through downtown.
What the fuck?
Agents were on patrol.
Run, bro. Run, bro. Run. Get on the bike. Get on the bike. Get on the bike. Get on the bike. Go, 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 go.
Scenes like these were what
Fuck
people
yeah!
saw Sunday afternoon.
Fuck yeah!
Military
Fuck
fatigue.
yeah! Oh, that was sick. That was sick. That was fucking sick.
We're near the Wrigley Building, Millennium Park. They were also on the Riverwalk.
Dude, look at all these Nazis.
Downtown saw Sunday afternoon agents in military fatigues. We're near the Wrigley Building.
Look at all these
Millennium
fucking fascists. Dude, this is Trump's private paramilitary force. Look at these fucking Nazis. And dude, Republicans see this and go, yeah, I love the military. I love the fascist regime. Like, dude, I actually think every single Republican voter is a fucking dog person. You're a dog person.
Park. They were also on the Riverwalk in the Gold Coast and on Clark Street in River North. Some people
This
said
bitch ripping the geek bar. All right, this guy I like. This guy I like. You call me crazy, but I like this dude.
thank you to them. Others shouted, "ICE, go home," while following the agents briefly. It is unclear how many people were detained downtown. Customs and Border Patrol boats were in the water as well. The boats were seen for the first time late last week, going east before docking at the Chicago Harbor Lock south of Navy Pier. Joining Sunday's patrol, Gregory Bovino, the border chief who led the immigration raids in LA earlier this summer. He has also been at the Broadview.
What the fuck sort of mask is this, you fucking fruitcake?
Processing center for the last couple of weeks. Bovino says,
Dude, liberals see this shit and go, hey man, we should make all of them wear body cams. Like, that's the furthest a liberal will go. They'll see this shit and they'll go, why don't we make them wear body cams? How about ICE shouldn't fucking exist?
a majority of Chicagoans welcome the presence of federal agents. He had this to say about the ongoing protests.
We believe in the First Amendment, Fourth Amendment, and all that, but don't come to a protest ready to fight or shoot Border Patrol agents. It won't work out well for you.
Who the fuck has shot Border Patrol agents at a protest? Can anybody tell me anybody who has brought a gun to one of these protests and shot a Border Patrol agent? Who the fuck? What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Any idea on how long you guys might be conducting Operation Midway Blitz?
Until the mission's accomplished, we're gonna...
Operation Midway Blitz? That's the name of this? You know you're in the wrong when you start putting the word blitz in your operation, by the way. Excuse me. You're using the word blitzkrieg when it's the United States military invading the United States of America. Ongoing immigration effort in the Chicago area, which the Trump regime calls Operation Midway Blitz. That's fucking crazy. That's a crazy fucking name.
Be here until that mission's accomplished, as you see today.
I'm just walking from my home to my office, and there are armed military personnel on the streets of Chicago for no reason. It's completely unjustified.
Oh, God. Fascists, fascists, fascists. They ICE or they National Guard? It's ICE. I do want the
They're
clip of the
speaking
biker.
right now here in downtown, speaking out against this.
I want the clip of the biker. That was sick.
They're speaking right now.
I just clicked the same video twice because I'm stupid. Pritzker doing and saying nothing is a little worrisome. There's nothing he can do.
And we are expecting to hear from Governor Pritzker today after dozens of armed ICE agents were seen patrolling
What did he just pick up? What did he just do? What did he pick up?
Well, he made some fast moves. It appears this happened by the Chicago River. The person gets away from several ICE agents by riding off on a bike down Wacker Drive. And someone was recording video that went viral. It apparently has the public questioning, what would you do in this situation? Well, dozens of ICE agents walked near Chicago's most popular tourist spots, Millennium Park, Michigan Avenue, the Riverwalk, and River North yesterday.
He dropped his
People
phone.
are all ICE agents really causing a stir in Chicago. Some people are repulsed by it. Some people are all for it. And a lot of the public, they are recording videos. There is one video in particular that has really captured the public's interest.
So they lured him in by saying, you dropped your phone, come get it. That's actually a crime. That's a crime.
Well, he made some fast moves. It appears this happened by the Chicago.
Yeah, no, that's alarming. That's very alarming. Yeah, that's entrapment. That's entrapment. Trump meet Bibi yet?
We are on our
Look at all these fucking Nazis.
Hey, good riddance.
Look at that 5 foot nothing ass bitch. Oh, have you seen the NSPM 7 yet? I have. Let me see if I could whip that up. Where's the list? There was a list of shit. Hassan covered it. There's a list of things on it. I gotta find it. New criteria. I saw the list the other day. I don't know exactly where to find it. Is the list on Twitter? Yeah, probably. Top paragraph. Ah, you're right. Yep, this is it. So, Anti-Americanism, anti-capitalism, anti-Christianity, support for the overthrow of the United States government, extremism on migration, race, and gender, hostility towards those who hold traditional American views on family, religion, and morality. Wow. So these are all considered terrorists now. Okay. Una mattina mi sono alzato, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi sono alzato e ho trovato l'invasor. They literally spit violent rhetoric. Yeah. Is this an active thing like right now? Yeah, it was a presidential memorandum he signed yesterday. Or 2 days ago. So yeah, I guess we're all fucking domestic terrorists now, right? Right? Not actually, though. Right? Huh? What? What do you think Trump will say with Netanyahu? He's going to let Netanyahu finish off the Palestinians. It's going to be like, we have a new plan. The plan is we're going to fucking finish off every last one of them. That's probably going to be it. I want to see Trump going to meeting with top generals. Everybody's boycotting the world on October 1st. Close your walls, sit your booties down. That will do nothing. That is designed to make you feel like you're doing something when in reality you're doing nothing. It's called consumer activism. It has never worked once in history. It literally, that will do nothing. If you think that that is actually going to work, you're so fucking stupid. That's not going to do anything. I'm not trying to be rude to you. I'm just trying to open up your eyes to reality. Is there also a nationwide no King's protest? Sure. We'll also do nothing. I don't think you guys understand. You're playing along you're playing with a rule set that your enemy has put into a shredder. If you are following a set of rules that your enemy has disregarded, you're never going to win. The rule of law does not apply to them. They are taking rid of your right. They're getting rid of your right to protest in the first place. What can we do? Nothing that I can tell you to do. Nothing that I can say. Hi, Bean. He just arrived? All right. Let's see. Who the fuck is donating to the Associated Press? He's not going to come out for a while. We're not going to hear nothing about this for a while. Scroll back 2 minutes to what? To watch Netanyahu walk through a fucking door? I don't care.
Pretty close to having a deal on Gaza and maybe even peace
It's Benjamin Netanyahu's fourth visit to the White House since President Trump took office for the second time in January. And with the war on Gaza nearing its 2-year mark, all eyes are on Washington to see if a ceasefire deal will be announced. On Sunday, Trump took to his social platform Truth Social to say there's a
"We have a real chance for greatness in the Middle East. All are on board for something special. First time ever. We will get it done."
quote, real chance for greatness in the Middle East. And
Do you consider America a dictatorship? Yes.
that all sides are on board for something special. Netanyahu will once again sit down with his biggest ally in the midst of a blow to his right-wing government's expansionist vision.
I will not allow Israel to annex the West Bank. No, I will not allow it.
Yes, you will. You will be a good goy, and you will do as you are told. Does anybody for a fucking second believe that Donald Trump, A, wouldn't allow that, and B, has the power to not allow that? Does anybody believe that? I'm willing to bet money. I'm willing to bet $100 that this time next year, Israel will have already occupied the West Bank. 100%. They already fucking do, mind you. Israel's been murdering everybody in the West Bank regardless of the fact that there's no Hamas there.
It's not going to happen.
In February,
He shouldn't
Trump
have said
and
that, bro.
Netanyahu discussed a now condemned plan for the
He shouldn't have said that. That's going to come back to bite him in the fucking ass. Jesus Christ, look at all the bald heads in this fucking room, dude.
Gaza Strip.
The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it, too. We'll own it.
Oh, Israel actually isn't going to annex the Gaza Strip in the West Bank. We are. Oh. Well, that changes things. You hear that, GI? You ready to go fight Hamas, GI? You ready to go defend Israel, GI? You ready to go fight and die in the Middle East for this motherfucker, GI? There's your flag. Go fight for it.
A gleeful Netanyahu stood alongside the American president as the Israeli premier's right-wing government fawned over the idea of expelling the Palestinian population from their homeland. In April, the
I'm not dying for Israel. Yes, you fucking are. Put on your uniform and go die for Israel. Yes, you fucking are.
Premier visited the White House for a second time, this time to talk Iran and tariffs.
We're having direct talks with Iran, and they've started.
But Netanyahu, visibly surprised, returned to Israel empty-handed after learning the U.S. was actively engaging with the Iranians on a new nuclear deal.
We agree that Iran will not have nuclear weapons. This can be done in an agreement. If they simply drag out the discussions, then the military option becomes inevitable.
Despite President Trump at least verbalizing his opposition to more armed conflict, an emboldened Netanyahu decided to carry on with expanding the war in Gaza and spark up new conflicts in the region, like the war with Iran. And even with American support for Israel's war on Tehran...
Is that Netanyahu's wife? Is that what it looks like? Dude, that thing looks like the little piece of shit that stays clung to my asshole after a loaf. That thing is disgusting. Ew.
President Trump had ordered for Israeli fighter jets to turn around once a ceasefire was announced.
That they don't know what the they're doing.
For his third visit to the White House after both Israel and the United States bombed Iran, Netanyahu, a prime minister with an arrest warrant...
Oh my God, that's in the Oval? Bro, that's... Oh, Donald Trump never got shot. Donald Trump never got shot. That entire fucking thing was staged. Donald Trump never got shot. Your ear is one of the hardest fucking things to heal. When you take damage to your ear, it becomes permanent. He doesn't even have a single fucking scratch on his ear. He was never fucking shot. That was put together by the government in order to make him look like the big strong man he fucking pretends he is. Bull fucking shit.
Warrant for war crimes, presented President Trump with a letter nominating him for the Nobel Peace Prize.
Oh my. If Donald Trump gets a Nobel Peace Prize, we should never give anyone the Nobel Peace Prize ever again. Listen, if Donald Trump got the Nobel Peace Prize and then in the future I was nominated for the Nobel, I would turn it down. Because in no fucking world will I ever be in the same recipient group as Donald Fascist Trump. No fucking shot, no way in hell, suck my dick.
Later on in September, in an unseen turn of events, Netanyahu ordered his military to carry out an airstrike in the Qatari capital, targeting senior Hamas officials who were discussing the latest U.S. ceasefire proposal. After the world's condemnation of the unprecedented attack came pouring in, Netanyahu said he wouldn't rule out attacking Doha again, but President Trump says otherwise.
Well, he won't be hitting in Qatar.
Israel's war on Gaza...
He did, bro. Dude, you don't have the power, Donnie. You're a dickless, feckless, fucking loser. You don't have the power because world leaders have blackmail of you fucking children on Epstein Island. You're a fucking sex trafficking pedophile. Nobody fucking respects you, you morbidly obese fail son with a dead brother.
And subsequent military actions in the region have isolated Benjamin Netanyahu internationally. And now, the Israeli premier will have to answer to both the United States and his people about when the war will finally end. Hamda Salhout, Al Jazeera.
Don't miss out.
Jesus fucking Christ, bro. Why is this camera outside of the door? Yeah, I saw the walkout when Netanyahu took the stage at the UN. I know that shit fucking shook him to his core. I know that shit had him shooketh. This is in Berlin. Isn't this weird? Isn't it weird to listen to Germans like against Israel? Like, here's the thing, I hate Israel, but it is weird to hear the German language insulting the Jewish state in the year 2025. It does feel strange. What a beautiful language. Ich deine zu schnell, das Skala, mein Kleiner, zu schnell, das Hey, well, I'll tell you one thing. Listen, this is hard to watch, but at least they're better than American police. They're better than ICE. They're better than the National Guards. You don't see none of these German police with fucking pepper ball launching paintball guns blasting protesters in the face. Remember the fucking... There was a news reporter zoomed in on the fucking guy, and the guy loads up a rubber bullet, ADS's, and fucking darted her. You remember that? In LA? You remember that shit? Your neighbors must love hearing you shout in 6 different languages. Luckily, my neighbors are allies. My neighbors are fucking goated. My neighbors know that what I do is for the cause, so they have settled with the fact that they're going to hear screaming from 6 different languages. But the outcome is, you know, trying to save our society.
Hey, hey.
Dude, fucking, like, white supremacists will watch this and go, Germany has fallen to the foreign hordes of the Middle East. Get on your knees and blow me. Get on your knees and blow me. Like, shut your fucking stupid mouth. Sammy Violin just became a loyalist. Congratulations, Sammy Violin 7567. You just got access to a whole bunch of emotes. Ha ha ha. That an automated gun sound? Nah, bro, that was a camera. Taking like hundreds of shots. Oh my god, dude. Fox News is such a fucking joke. Look at this.
Welcome back. New today, Denmark is now reporting a wave of Russian drones spotted over military.
Huh? What? Denmark, Russian drones? You... Bro. Like, when do we put together a NATO-organized group of special forces, United States Delta Force, the British SAS, the French baguette-eating snipers, whatever, like you get the top special forces from every NATO nation, and you fucking raid the Winter Palace, and you zip-tie Pootie, and you extradite him, and you charge him, and you fucking hang him. Like, when do we get to the point where we just go, yeah, this guy's gotta die? When does that happen? Does that ever happen? Or do we just allow him to stomp his way through Europe? What do you think of the privatization of Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae that will destroy the housing market? What is Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae? What? Privatization of Freddie Mac? What does that even mean? What is Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac? Government-sponsored enterprises that provide liquidity, stability, and affordability to the U.S. mortgage market by buying mortgages from lenders and packaging them into mortgage-backed securities. This is too complex for my stupid-ass brain. This is too complex for me. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. So BlackRock caused the 2008 crisis. So what? Trump is just saying that he's going to privatize, like, people who help you pay back loans and shit? What? So what? You got to be a loyalist to buy a home? Yeah, I don't get this. Sorry. I'm too stupid. Too stupid. Could make even more predatory lending. I believe you, but still, I'm too stupid for that.
And civilian sites. It is calling on NATO for security assistance. France, Germany, and Sweden sending...
All right, shut up, cunt.
Last week when he was in New York...
Of their assets to Poland.
Weapons, and they have been. I mean... He
sophisticated,
which stopped as soon as
here
he
it is.
Trade, you know, kind of trade off, and I think that really helps.
I did hear that Eric Adams dropped out of the race. That's not a good thing, okay? You need to understand that as long as Eric Adams is in the race, he was pulling votes away from Andrew Cuomo. Now anybody who would have voted for Eric Adams is going to vote for Andrew Cuomo. It gives him a better chance. You want Curtis Sliwa to stay in the race, because as long as Curtis Sliwa is in the race, people will vote for him rather than Cuomo. It's sort of like, what's her name? What was that? Jill Stein, right? Jill Stein knew she was never going to become the president. Jill Stein was controlled opposition designed to make people vote for her instead of Kamala Harris. That way Donald Trump would win the election. Anybody who voted for Jill Stein is a fucking idiot who quite literally participated in voting for Donald Trump.
Our future ability to fight wars, because it's a different battlefield. Generals say we're not going to fight that way, but if we have to, we need to be able to.
All right. Meanwhile, the United Nations is promising a thorough investigation after President Trump said that there was triple sabotage at last week's General Assembly. Of course, he's referring to the escalator, which stopped as soon as he and the First Lady stepped on. She was incredibly unfazed. She just kept walking up the steps, no problem for her. But it wasn't the only thing. The teleprompter stopped working. He had audio issues during his speech. Was this sabotage? We don't know.
We do know. It wasn't sabotage. It was Trump's videographer who fucking sped up the escalator and then tried to set up the tripod for a great shot of him rising up and accidentally triggered the fucking safety system. We know this for a fact. We also know for a fact that the teleprompter was run by Trump's own fucking team. It wasn't the UN doesn't have a teleprompter team. Everybody that goes up there is responsible for providing their own fucking team to run the teleprompter.
Spokesperson for the UN said that the UN is ready to cooperate in full transparency with relevant U.S. authorities on this matter to determine what caused the incidents referred to by the United States. A day earlier, that same spokesperson sent this note to reporters, quote, in an effort to document their arrival, a videographer from the U.S. delegation stepped on the escalator. The escalator had stopped after a built-in safety mechanism on the comb step.
I just told you this. I just told you this. I guarantee you this fucking dumb cunt is about to say that's not true.
Was triggered at the top of the escalator. The videographer may have inadvertently triggered the safety function described above. So they're blaming a U.S. videographer. The UN also said that the White House took over control of the teleprompter moments before he began, Ambassador. What went on at the UN last week?
Well, obviously, President Trump was able to perform even with all these malfunctions. That doesn't seem, if it was just one, that might make some sense. But when you have three things like this, I mean, we do need full transparency.
What was the three? What was the three? I know the escalator and the teleprompter. What's the third thing? What is he even fucking talking about?
The General Secretary for the UN has suggested that we will have a full investigation and transparency. I mean, the bottom line is that President Trump delivered a strong...
The sound in the hall? Oh, yeah, apparently they couldn't hear him.
Message to the UN, a message of both U.S. leadership and the fact that there are two paths you can go down. You can either be with the United States and our allies in the free world, or you can go with China, Iran, Russia, and all of the rogue nations.
You can't say that America and Russia aren't on the same side anymore, dumb fuck. You can't say that. America and Russia are on one side, and then the free world is on the fucking other.
That are trying to undo human freedom and prosperity. So I think the choice is obvious, and President Trump is leading the way.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, I bet. These fucking people are such bootlickers. Wait. Does this have context? Wait, that's what he said? Wait. By the way, not being a U.S. citizen is not a crime. There's a little thing called fucking visas. There's a little thing called green cards. Like, this guy saying, hey, I'm not a U.S. citizen is not a crime. That's not him committing a crime. That's not him admitting to being a criminal. Oh, there he dropped his phone. Fucking fat, slow, fucking pig Nazi swine. Couldn't fucking catch him, you fat bastards. You fat failures, you fucking losers. You fucking morbidly obese failures. Too fucking pussy, too fat to get into the goddamn military, so you sign up for the fucking Gestapo? You're a fucking joke. I bet you your wife is getting fucked by a migrant while you're at work detaining them. You fat fucks. You don't work for us, you work for the fucking Führer. We work for you. Yeah, dude, these fucking old cunts thanking him. Fuck you and suck my dick with your toothless fucking lips, bitch. Fuck any of these goddamn 90-year-old cunts who are fucking cheering for ICE. Fuck you. You never had to deal with a single problem in your fucking life. Well, that just made the video so much fucking better. I can't wait to put that in. That one's gonna be good. All right. Imagine being so clueless that you think a Nazi? That's where you're wrong. They're not clueless. They know what's going on. Those evil white cunts were cheering for it because they know what's going on. They're probably Christian white supremacists. They probably fucking were laughing their ass off at that Pokemon Gotta Catch 'Em All video, and meanwhile they go to church every Sunday. Like, dude, we're talking about the most hypocritical fucking dog people to ever exist. Do not confuse yourself, bro. They know what the fuck is going on. They are well aware. They just delayed the Trump-Netanyahu meeting by 4 hours. Jesus Christ. Privatization summary. Profit-driven GSEs push risky loan fees, mortgage-backed sec bubble pop rate spike. Credit dries, mass foreclosures, taxpayer bailout, market implodes, and families go bankrupt. Okay, so you're just talking about like the piercing of the bubble. Essentially what happened in 1929, right? When loan sharks are giving people tremendous loans that they could never in their life pay back, and then suddenly the system collapses and the loan sharks get paid out, where the people are kind of fucked over. Is that what you're talking about? Check out the U.S. ambassador to Canada being an instigator or antagonist. All right, U.S. ambassador to Canada being a dick. What advice do you give to young socialists trying to get out of the cycle of homelessness? Oof. I'm probably not the guy to tell you that. I ain't never had to deal with homelessness a day in my life. I'll tell you that much. I'm very privileged. I was born into an upper middle class family. I've never had to deal with homelessness, but I really don't know. I don't know how to help you with homelessness, bro. Other than like get a car, which is an insane thing to say because you're homeless. How could you afford a car? I don't know. I don't know, bro. I'm sorry. I have no fucking idea. I have no fucking idea. I ain't never had to deal with being homeless a day in my life. You said hopeless? Oh. Man the fuck up. You want my help when it comes to being hopeless? Man the fuck up. What do you think, the 60 million people who died in World War II didn't feel hopeless? They did. Guess what? We won. What do you think, the fucking 30 million people who died in World War I didn't feel hopeless? They did. Guess what? We won. It always feels like it's impossible until it is done, my brother. Inshallah, my brother. Inshallah. We do not get to choose the times that we live in, but we do get to choose what we do with the time that is given. Inshallah. What should we in the UK do to stand up against oppression, especially under the fear of arrest with many other dreams to aim towards too? Run for office. Listen, if you look at your leaders and you go, I think I could do better than them, you can. You literally can. How do you think they got into the position? By running. Just become your leader. Just become your leaders. Literally, it's that fucking simple. Become your leaders. That attitude is exactly your issue. What attitude? So this fucking psycho went to a Mormon church and lit it on fire before going in and lighting everyone up. He drove his truck into the church, lit the fucking place on fire, and started gunning everybody down before the cops bodied his shit. Thomas Jacob Sanford, 40. He's a white dude. I think he fought in Iraq. Let's see. 40-year-old man with a military background. I made a video about this. The one common thread that we've seen a lot recently is the military background. Rammed the church with a vehicle, got out, opened fire with an AR, and then he used an accelerant to start a fire. 4 dead. 2 of them were shot. Hear a response yet from the generals? No. He's a Marine. Yeah, that sounds about right. Operation Iraqi Freedom. Yep, sounds about right. He was also very MAGA. Do we have confirmation of that? Does anybody have some sort of confirmation or some sort of proof that this guy was MAGA? Why am I losing frames? Oh! Wearing a Trump 2020 shirt. Okay, that's all I needed to know. That is all I needed to know. You don't wear a Trump 2020. You don't wear any Trump merch unless you're a Trump voter. It's sad, man, because I'm sure that before this guy lost his fucking mind, he was probably begging for help, the way that our veterans do. And you know, be mad at me all you want, because I know the man is a monster. I know he killed a whole bunch of innocent people. I know he's a fucking monster. But before he became a monster, I am certain that this man was begging for help, and that the fucking government and the fucking VA probably said, sorry, your mental health is not related to your service. Go fuck yourself. Like, I'm willing to guarantee that shit. And this guy could have been saved. Everybody he killed could have been saved. If our fucking government, instead of focusing on this shit, did you see how much money Trump gilds White House in gold? Instead of spending our fucking tax dollars on covering the fucking White House in gold, then maybe, just maybe, we could use our fucking money to save our goddamn veterans. Give me back my frames! Look at this fucking piece of shit. This is what our White House is doing. The day of this shooting. The day of the mass shooting. This shit makes me so fucking angry. This shit makes me so fucking angry. Can't afford a house? That's fine. I got gold here. Can't afford childcare? That's fine. We got gold. Can't afford VA? That's fine. We got gold. You understand you fucking paid for that shit, right? You understand you paid for that shit. This wasn't paid by some fucking private funder. This is your money. Your money that you went to work and you fucking earned and we sent because there's a societal agreement that we pay taxes and our tax dollars are supposed to make our lives better, supposed to make our country better, supposed to fund our fucking programs, but no. That fucking dollar that you fucking earned, that you fucking sent to the government, that's gonna go to some, what even is this? A coaster? What is this, a fucking coaster? What is this? Fuck. Fuck. Oh, all right. You guys want to make a YouTube video? You guys want to make a YouTube video? Yeah? Yeah, let's make a YouTube video. Let me fill up my coffee. Give me a second. I gotta go take a piss too. Hi, Mr. Beans. Oh. Alrighty, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let's think. We've got the bike. We've got the meeting with the Jennies, including Trump pussy. We've got the new fascism. We've got drones over Denmark. Trump AI medbed. Thank you for the $20. The entire banking industry is likely about to be changed. Prepare for a 10-day lockdown. Could be soon as a weekend. We know the meeting of the generals. Looks like a debt reset also may happen. Stay safe. Goated. 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 Oh, we're going to mention the alt-left pipeline. Don't worry. The shooter. And then Trump's gold. Okay. Stephen Miller trying to get Gavin Newsom arrested. The fuck is you talking about? What, did he post something online? Gavin called him a fascist. He is a fascist, but like, what did he did Stephen Miller say something on Twitter? Let's check. I don't know if I could show that. I actually know for a fact I cannot show that. I'm looking at a picture of Stephen Miller, and his head, the top of his head, has been turned into the tip of a penis. If you want to see this, go to Secular Talk on Twitter. Go to Kyle Kolinsky's Twitter right now and look at what that is. I cannot show you that, but that is hilarious. That is I'm going to give you guys a couple of seconds so we can all laugh together. Go to Secular Talk and scroll until you see Stephen Miller, but his head is the tip of a penis. Nah, I'd be fine. Trust, show us. Nah, bro. That's the funniest shit I've ever seen. That's so fucking funny. Why does it work so perfectly, too? It works perfectly. Look at this. I am a J6er. My ex emailed me a Dear John divorce letter while I was incarcerated January 2023. I fought it for a year. It was final in May of 2024. Well, I have a steady girlfriend. J6ers trying to date, especially old guys like me, is as problematic as J6ers trying to find jobs. Even conservative women had difficulty with the real nature of a J6er, like their liberal family and friends freaking out, financial devastation and rebuilding. Here's the J6ers rebuilding their lives. She's hideous, and you're an obese traitor. Please shut the fuck up forever, you inferior dog man. Yeah, we'll just leave it at please shut the fuck up forever. There we go. Remember, guys, it is your duty to bully Trump supporters. It is your, especially if they're like a grown adult and you're young. You have to bully them. You have, because the whole thing is they're like, respect your elders. No, you need to like genuinely fucking bully these people. Bully the fuck out of them. Especially body shaming. Like, there are no holds barred. honestly, I'm not gonna lie. You should be fucking using slurs at these people. Call me whatever you want. I don't give a shit. No holds barred. Bully these people. Harass these people. Fucking body shame these people. Do everything you can to make them feel pathetic, inferior, and small. Did you see Erica Kirk's dating app? What's it called? Submittoyourhusband.net? That's fucking insane. Fellowship dating? What is this? The fucking Lord of the Rings? What if I have to work next to them? Sabotage. I'm serious. If you work with a MAGA person, sabotage their work. Log onto their computer and delete all of their emails. I'm being so fucking for real. Sabotage them. Ruin their job. Dude, if you have a MAGA coworker who is married, flirt with him and record it. Get him to be like, yeah, no, like literally talk him into cheating on his wife. Don't actually do it. You don't need to stoop that low. But record it and then send it to his wife. Ruin their lives. Ruin their lives. I'm not even being sarcastic. I'm being so fucking serious. Ruin their lives. Thank you for the $5. The only issue with calling them dog men is that dogs are cool and these fascists aren't. Dogs are cool. Dog men aren't. Dog men? These are dog men. That's a dog man. I don't fuck with dog men. I don't fuck with dog men. Call me a nut, but you're hedonistic? Let's look up what hedonistic means. Engaged in the pursuit of pleasure, sensually self-indulgent. That still doesn't mean anything to me. Committed to seeking sensual pleasure. What? What? What the fuck? All right, let's move on. Let's make a video. That's so weird. Just that fascists call other people inferior. Most people don't want to be like fascists, you know? Nah, there's the difference. Fascists call people inferior because of traits that they were born with, right? A fascist would say something like, minorities are inferior because they are minorities, because they come from that nation. Or a fascist would say that Jews are inferior because they were born Jews. You know what I'm saying? No, MAGA are inferior because of the choices that they've made, okay? Everybody is brought into this world equally. Everybody is brought into this world with a clean slate. But we do not all leave this world equally. Okay? The choices you make will decide how society looks back and remembers you. And if you make fascist decisions, if you make selfish, racist, xenophobic decisions, you will be looked back on as inferior. And my example would be this. I can proudly say, or confidently say, that the United States of America during World War II was superior to Nazi Germany. I can confidently say that Nazi Germany was an inferior nation to the United States of America. Does that mean that Germans, as Germans, are inferior to Americans because they are German? No. It means that the nation's government is so fucked up That it is an inferior design. It is an inferior, the same thing with Israel. Israel is an apartheid nation. They practice genocide. Israel is an inferior nation to the United States of America. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's just an irrefutable fact. All right. I want to make this video, but we got people fucking fighting in the chat. What the fuck is even going on? What are we even doing in the chat? I don't give a fuck who's instigating what, dude. You're supposed to point and laugh at these fucking douchebags. We're talking about baby-brained fucking morons. I don't even know what this guy's talking about. But all I know is he should just be pointing and laughing at these things. Anyway. Let's make a video. Sorry, I'm violently anti-religion. All right, let's make a video. Y'all ready? Lock in. Y'all ready? Lock in. Lock in. Ready? All right. Okay. The Orange Führer has decided to wage war on his own nation. He's sending in the military to Portland, Oregon, and he told them to use full force, which is not a thing. Deadly force is a thing. Less than lethal force is a thing. And I do think that Donald Trump is being purposefully ambiguous with that. You know, I do think that he wants to light the candle, but he knows he can't get away with saying you have full authorization to use deadly force on any protesters. We know that Donald Trump hates the First Amendment. We know that Republicans hate the First Amendment. These people do not care about freedom of speech. They care about freedom of their speech. And now we've got concrete evidence of this. So we have a lot of things to cover. I'm Chris Valenti. Welcome to the Valenti VOD. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It costs you nothing and it helps me immensely. And also remember, if you do want to support the channel financially, please do. This is real independent media. This is what it looks like. It looks like some New York douchebag with his cat sleeping on the floor next to him in his fucking office. So if you want to help me out, there's a couple of ways that you can help. You can buy merch like the Democratic Socialist poster or the Constitusi mug. You can click the thanks button down below to donate to the channel. You can click the join button down below to become a member, which will give you access to videos early and some special emotes. You can become a patron on Patreon. Huge shout out to all of the patrons. And you can use the 40% off discount code for Ground News located in the description below. Without further ado, I think we should just dive right in. So the first thing I'm going to show you is ICE agents in Chicago going, quite literally practicing entrapment to try and grab this random guy. This is going to make you laugh your ass off, okay? Shouts out to the biker here. We have a guy on a bike. Just watch the fucking video. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. That's the guy on the bike. Look at him ruined the frame. That's the fucking funny. I'm not a U.S. citizen. What's up? No, it was more like this. He was more like this. Hold on. I'm not a U.S. citizen. What's up? Like. By the way, I do want to point out. Look at all of these fat fucks. Look at this fat fucking bastard. I'm not a U.S. citizen. Come on. Now, by the way, not being a U.S. citizen is not a crime. Just so you know, like, there's a little thing called a green card. There's a little thing called a visa. Like, there are plenty of people in the United States who are not U.S. citizens, and they are here completely legally. Him riding around saying I'm not a U.S. citizen is not a fucking crime. But he is goading the Navy, the gravy seals. He is goading the white supremacists. I mean, look at this bald fuck. You could see his head peeking over my little camera here. These are white supremacists. These are the Patriot Front. These are the Proud Boys. These are the guys who were too fat to get into the military, but they've always been trying to cling on to that desperate little bit of power back when they were in the fucking high school football team. So you know what they did? They got a badge and a gun, and now they bully brown people for a living because they're fucking inferior dog men. Watch this.
Hey, I'm not a U.S. citizen. No! No, Joel! Yes! No, yes!
See that? He dropped his phone. Now this is where you're about to watch ICE agents use that phone as bait. Go, you dropped your phone, come here. And as soon as he tries to get the phone, they all fail to tackle him. But this is gonna fill you with some joy. Go, 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 get on it, go, 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 go. Fuck yeah, home free, my brother. Inshallah, mashallah, mashallah, mashallah. Like, dude, legend. And now you're gonna watch these two 95-year-old cunts thanking the Nazis for being there. I would like to point out that these two white cunts have probably never had to deal with a single struggle in their entire life, other than being beaten by their alcoholic husbands.
We work for you. We work for you.
You guys are wonderful. You guys are wonderful. These fucking dumb cunts would probably repeal the 19th Amendment. Literally. And I guarantee you this dumb bitch goes to church every fucking Sunday and thanks God. Meanwhile, she probably watches the Pokemon Gotta Catch 'Em All video from DHS about our fucking migrants and goes, yeah! Like, just suck my fucking dick with your toothless lips, you old cunt. Anyway, so I wanted to start off with just a funny video of that biker just riding away, because now we're going to start moving into some nightmare news, okay? Tomorrow, Pete Hegseth is having his meeting with the entire command leadership of the United States military. If you've been sleeping under a rock and you don't know this, Pete Hegseth, the alcoholic Fox News host, who is now the Secretary of War, he decided to call up every single leader of the United States military from all over the fucking planet, force them all to fly back to Virginia to meet in the exact same building, which has been publicized to both our friends and our enemies. Which is the biggest security concern I have ever heard in my entire life. Not to mention the fact that we are now getting word that the King Doland, is going to be at the meeting, which is surprising because, as we've talked about in previous videos, this has never happened before. But in 1935, Heinrich Himmler called in every single member of the German military to Berlin for a meeting with the Fuhrer, where they would have to change their oath from an oath to the Constitution of the Weimar Republic to an oath to the Fuhrer, which is what is going to happen. This is a take an oath to Donald Trump. A lot of these generals are going to get fired, and it's because they will refuse to change their oath from an oath to the Constitution to an oath to Donald Trump. Now, we're getting new details that part of this meeting is because Pete Hegseth wants a photo op. This meeting is going to be under an hour, so he flew people from all over the world, the entire United States military leadership from all over the world, for under an hour because he wants a really good video about the warrior ethos and bringing back warrior ethos, and that these men who have stars on their, literally said that the only people who are coming is if you have a star. You have to be the rank of like lieutenant general or colonel. You have to have a star, and it'll make for a really good video to have people with a star on. I'm not even kidding. That is the official reason for this meeting. Defense Secretary and alcoholic Pete Hegseth ordered hundreds of generals to travel from around the world to hear him make a short speech on military standards and the, quote, warrior ethos, multiple people familiar with the event told the Washington Post. Hegseth's orders, which were sent earlier this week to senior generals and admirals worldwide, require anyone in a command position with the rank of one-star general to rear admiral and above, as well as their senior enlisted leaders, to be at Marine Corps University in Quantico, Virginia on Tuesday. So they literally are doing this because the people with the stars are going to make for a better banger-ass propaganda video. That's what this is. What does the warrior ethos means? Oh, so warrior ethos is when two men who are warriors decide to start fucking each other up the ass because the gayest thing that you can do is fuck a woman, bro. That gives you cooties, man. You gotta love your fellow comrade if you want to fight alongside them. Just ask the Navy. Exemptions will be granted on a rare basis with approval from top military officials, the people familiar with the matter said. Speaking on the condition of anonymity to discuss sensitive planning, quote, it's meant to be an eyeball-to-eyeball kind of conversation. He wants to see the generals. So this is literally a failure to the United States military, Fox News host, raging alcoholic who cannot quit drinking on the job, trying to tell our generals about having that warrior ethos. Bro, you're like, you couldn't even throw an axe in New York City. We saw this. Do you guys ever seen the video footage? Look it up. Look up Pete Hegseth axe throwing. He tries to throw an axe at a target, goes over the target, and nearly fucking kills a random cameraman. Brother, you don't have an ounce of testosterone in your fucking body. I'm willing to bet money you have a micro penis. You also got so fucking drunk that you got on the stage of a strip club to spew out your anti-Muslim Islamophobic rhetoric to the point where you got banned from the strip club. You know how fucking hard it is to get banned from a strip club? You fucking idiot. Anyway. The orders, first reported by The Post on Thursday, were delivered without any stated reason, sending staff, many of whom will be coming in from commands that are focused on the world's global conflicts, scrambling to make travel arrangements. The directive comes in the wake of Hegseth's firing of numerous senior military officers without cause, upending military norms and creating a culture of fear in the Pentagon. By the way, this isn't just in the military, this is happening in the FBI. We saw this, Kash Patel getting grilled on the fucking House committee floor because he has fired thousands of FBI agents because they had to investigate Trump. Because guess what? Trump committed like 72 felonies. And now anybody who ever had to investigate Trump fired from the FBI. Now what's happening to our fucking military? They are literally creating a loyalist military where the only people who will be left in the FBI, in the Department of Homeland Security, in the United States military are people who are willing to get on their hands and knees and suck Trump's micro-orange penis. The Pentagon has declined to clarify the purpose or detail of the agenda of the meeting and did not immediately respond to questions in the nature of Hegseth's speech. Sean Parnell, a spokesman, affirmed in a statement that Hegseth will be addressing his senior military leaders early next week. Quote, they don't need a talk from Secretary Hegseth on the warrior ethos, a defense official said. Exactly. Now, we talked about this. This is the last part I'm going to cover. Look at this. I can show you the tweet, but we covered it in the last video. Hegseth appeared to address concerns about the meeting for the first time Friday morning using his personal social media account, that's X, after retired senior officer Lieutenant General Ben Hodges, okay, let's say that again, Lieutenant General Ben Hodges tweeted out that German generals were called to a surprise assembly in Berlin in 1935 and required to swear a personal oath to the Fuhrer. Now, our alcoholic Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, retweeted it and went, cool story, General. That's guilt. That is guilt. If you are the Secretary of Defense of the United States of America and somebody equates what you are doing to Nazi Germany and you do not either A, take offense, or B, say you're fucking crazy, that means they're right. That means they are right. That's what that means. So tomorrow, please do fully expect the United States military to be decimated. And I do mean that literally, decimate. Look up the definition of decimate. It doesn't mean destroyed. It means a large percentage of them are going to be fired and removed from their positions because they are not loyal to the Fuhrer. Now, speaking of the Fuhrer, we're going to have a special guest at the meeting tomorrow. Trump says he'll attend Pete Hegseth's gathering of generals to tell them, quote, how well we're doing militarily. Trump said, wait, is this Trump? Yeah, Trump said, it's really just a very nice meeting talking about how well we're doing militarily, talking about being in great shape. You, Donald, are going to talk about being in great shape. Shut the fuck up. Talking about a lot of good, positive things. It's just a good message. We have some great people coming in, and it's just an esprit de corps. You know that expression, esprit de corps? That's what it's all about. We're talking about what we're doing, what they're doing, and how we're doing it. By the way, Trump is so fucking stupid that when he was asked about this, he thought foreign generals were coming to the United States of America for this meeting. It was like, why can't they come? I mean, if you have a Japanese general, why not just let him come? I'm not kidding. That is what... This guy is so fucking stupid. I'm like, forget the auto pen. I think we have an auto president. I think it's Stephen fucking Miller is the auto president. So yeah, King Dolan is going to be at the Führer's new swearing-in rally. Now, we're going to shift focus and talk about the First Amendment. As we all know, Donald Trump is a fascist. Every single person in the Trump regime is a fascist. They are actively assaulting the First Amendment. And recently, the Führer signed a new presidential memorandum which obliterated the First Amendment. And I'm not joking. The First Amendment no longer exists. I'm not kidding. The First Amendment no longer exists. Get a look at this. The presidential memorandum has direct and immediate implications for tax-exempt organizations who the government perceives as espousing anti-Americanism, anti-capitalism, anti-Christian values, support for the overthrow of the United States government, which is hilarious because you literally attempted to overthrow the United States government, extremism on migration, which just means you don't think migrants should be thrown in concentration camp, extremism on migration, race, and gender, or hostility towards those who hold traditional American views on family, religion, and morality. This was just added into the counterterrorism tools. You understand what this means? Anybody and everybody who holds any of these beliefs is now a terrorist. Anti-American values. What does that even mean? I'm anti-American imperialism. I don't think we should be waging forever wars in the Middle East. I guess that's anti-American values. Anti-Christian values. Oh, well, I don't think that the United States of America is a Christian nation. Actually, sorry, I phrased that wrong. The United States of America is not a Christian nation. That's a fact. And facts don't care about your fucking feelings, vermin. So I guess that makes me a terrorist. Anti-capitalism. Yeah, well, we are living through the effects of hyper-capitalism, and I think they're pretty bad. I guess that makes me a terrorist. Support for the overthrow of the United States government. Well, the government is fascist, and I do not support a fascist government, so I guess that one, chalk it up. Extremism on migration. I think that just means I don't believe that we should be throwing people into death camps. I guess that makes me a terrorist. Extremism on race. I think everybody should be treated equally. I guess that makes me a terrorist. Extremism on gender. Oh, I think transgender people should be treated normally. I guess that makes me a terrorist. Hostility towards those who hold traditional American views on family. Oh, is that one man, one woman? That's marriage? Well, I think that anybody should be allowed to get married, so I guess that makes me a terrorist. Hostility towards traditional American views on religion. Oh, well, again, back to the Christianity thing. And then hostility towards traditional American views on morality. What that literally means is loyalty to Israel. That's morality. That's what they mean. They go, well, the traditional American view on morality is we side with Israel because the other side are big, brown, scary terrorists. Meanwhile, I could show you a video of Marco Rubio shaking the hands with the new leader of Syria, who I've literally watched a video of decapitating someone's head when I was fucking 7 years old. Remember when you were a kid and you saw those fucking videos of people sawing off people's heads, the early ages of the internet? You remember that shit? The motherfucker who was sawing off heads is the leader of Syria. He was invited to the UN General Assembly and got to shake Marco Rubio's hand. Meanwhile, we didn't allow the fucking Palestinians to come. Meanwhile, we didn't even allow the fucking Palestinians to come. What the fuck are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? Oh, death of free speech. All right, moving on.
Я готов отвечать, comrade Big Mommy Milkers. I am Russian and I am in Danish military airspace.
Literally, that's where we're at. The fucking Ruskies, the goddamn fucking Russian horde. It's not just in Ukraine. It's not just in Poland. It's not just in Estonia. It's not just in Alaska. Now it's in fucking Denmark. Drones seen over Danish military bases in latest air disruption. Drones have been seen near military facilities, including Denmark's largest, following a series of incidents that caused air disruption earlier this week. The devices were observed above Karup Air Base, among others, forcing it to briefly close its airspace to commercial traffic. Possible sightings were also reported in Germany, Norway, and Lithuania. Yo, when does NATO put together a team? We're putting together a team of Delta Force and the SAS and the French frog-jumping snipers. I don't know what the fuck you French are. But when do we put together a special team and we fucking drop into the fucking Winter Palace and we snag up Daddy Vladdy, and we zip tie his hands and we duct tape his mouth and we extradite him to the US and we charge him and we hang him? When do we do that? Is that ever an option, or are we just gonna let this fucking Russian dog just fuck his way through Europe? I mean, Jesus Christ. Danish authorities said Thursday's incursions appeared to be a hybrid attack, but cautioned that they had no evidence to suggest Moscow was behind it. Ah, yeah, no, you're right. It was probably fucking aliens. Of course it's Moscow! It's your fucking head! Jesus. Jesus. So yeah, now we got the fucking Ruskies. Now I want to show you something else. We're going to move on again. So Donald Trump has dementia. Donald Trump is a brain-dead fucking idiot. And he's so stupid that not only does he believe in QAnon conspiracy-level alien technology called medbeds. You ever seen those sci-fi movies where a motherfucker has a broken bone or he's got cancer and he gets into a bed, in the bed there's the vroom, 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 and it does a and then the guy comes out and goes, "You're all clear, cancer cells removed, bone fixed." Guess what? That shit ain't real. Did you need me to tell you that? Because if you did, you might be fucking stupid. That shit ain't real. There's an AI-generated video of Donald Trump talking about giving every American their own medbed. It's AI-generated. And Donald Trump posted it because he's so fucking stupid and has so much dementia that he can't even tell when an AI video of himself is AI generated. He can't even remember what he said. He doesn't even know what he fucking said. God damn it. Watch this.
Breaking now. President Donald J. Trump has announced a historic new healthcare system. The launch of a
She's AI generated too!
America's first medbed hospitals and a national medbed card for every citizen.
Every American will soon receive their own medbed card.
Who was that? Donald Trump? Their own medbed card. Listen to this! How do you fall for this? It's you! It's your own voice!
Receive their own medbed card.
He posted
that you'll have guaranteed access to our new hospitals led by the top doctors in the nation, equipped with the most advanced technology in the world.
What world? Which world? Fucking Venus? Because this shit doesn't exist!
These facilities are safe, modern, and designed to restore every citizen to full health and strength. This is the
This
beginning
is the type of shit you would see in Helldivers!
of a new era in American healthcare.
He can't even look at you because he knows it's fake.
In this first phase, only a limited number of medbed cards will be released. Registration details will be announced very soon.
Dude, I hope to God every single MAGA voter registers for this shit. And they're like, all we need is your bank account information and your social security number. I'm not kidding. I hope every single person who voted for Donald Trump has their life fucking ruined. Bank accounts drained. Thrown into a re-education camp. I hope your fucking kids get taken away from you. Deadass, on God, verbatim. Call me what you want. Couldn't give less of a fuck. My opinion matters. Yours doesn't. Speaking of, some fucking madman, a Marine who fought in the Iraq War, drove his truck into a Mormon church, got out with an AR, started shooting motherfuckers, and then lit the bitch on fire. But it's gotta be the radical left. No! He's a Trump voter. It's fucking crazy. Look at this footage. Look at this fucking shit. Look at this shit. At least 4 people were killed, 8 others injured from a gunman drove into a Michigan church, opened fire, set the building ablaze before being killed by the police. We know about him. His name is Thomas Jacob Sanford. Here he is. This chummy smile. Sanford joined the Marine Corps in 2004, according to the Marine records. What else? There was something about him wearing a Trump shirt. Yeah, here it is. Image uploaded to Facebook in 2019 shows Thomas Jacob Sanford wearing a Trump 2020 shirt. I'm sweating my balls off because of how fucking worked up I am right now. But yeah, so listen, we have a problem with veterans, and I wanted to talk about this, which is that I know this man is a monster, okay? He killed a bunch of people. He killed a bunch of innocent people. But before he was a monster, I'm willing to bet money that this was a United States veteran begging for help, and the government told him to go fuck himself. I'm willing to bet money that this guy was at the VA begging for mental health care. But guess what? The Trump regime defunded it and told him, your mental health is not related to your service. Go fuck yourself. And now we have to deal with these white 50-year-old or 40-year-old, armed to the teeth, mentally ill Iraq war veterans just shooting everyone the fuck up. It's like a very common thread, okay? And meanwhile, this is the last thing I wanted to show you. Meanwhile, while we're defunding the VA, don't worry, your tax dollars are going to where it belongs, like covering the White House in gold. This is literally what Trump fucking posted, dude. Trump posted this shit because your tax dollars were just spent on the new gold lining that we're lacing the fucking White House with, that we're gilding the White House with. Even though it's gilded with gold on the outside, it is rotten on the fucking inside. That's what this shit is. You know, it's like one of those the Jewish coins, the Jewish chocolate coins. You know what I mean? What do they do that around Hanukkah or some shit? You're like, oh, it's a gold coin, and then you bite into it. It's a piece of chocolate. That's what this fucking shit is. It's tacky. It's gross. Ugh. Why does it look like a jock strap too? Is that supposed to cover your fucking nuts, bro? Jewish chocolate coins. You guys don't know what you're talking. You guys don't know what I'm talking about. Do you guys not know any Jews? You guys not? Am I being anti-Semitic right now? I'm pretty sure around Hanukkah, Jews have like a bag of golden chocolate coins and they give them out. The fuck? The fuck? But yeah, no, we're just covering our fucking White House in gold. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. If you're here live, you stay. We're going to keep on going. Oh, if you're watching this pre-recorded, thank you very much for tuning into the Valenti VOD. Holy shit, my nation is collapsing. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I have to burp again. Ah! I screamed instead of burping, and that hurt. Ha! Buy merch, give me all of your money, and click that video over there. It's a banger, and I know bangers. All right. Now that's a banger. I gotta go crank the AC, dude. I gotta go crank the fucking AC. I'm sweating my balls off. This guy says, I don't know any Jews, thankfully. Get him out of here. We don't deal with anti-Semitism. Listen, we're anti-Zionists, not anti-Semites. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Get him out. Bella Kofefi. All right. Does anybody have access to AI-generated images? Anybody? Nelson, you got access to AI-generated images? I want Pete Hegseth in a Nazi uniform. I want Pete Hegseth in a high-ranking Nazi uniform. Can that be done? Can that be done? Or should I just copy and paste his fucking face onto a Nazi? They're already on it? Fuck yeah. Hell fucking yeah. Copy and paste wouldn't be hard either. Yeah. I also don't like using AI slop. You know what? Nelson, if you could still hear me, cancel that last order. I don't want to use no AI slop. I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to do it myself. Yeah, I'm going to do it myself. Get a picture of some Nazi leadership. Yeah. Yeah. Nah, that's AI generated. Who the fuck is taking AI generated pictures of Hitler? How about, I got an idea. We'll do... We're going to do this. I know what we're going to do. I think I know exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to do something that may be a little controversial. Maybe a little controversial. Episode 251. I'm going to need a giant fucking swastika for this. Ooh. 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 I'm cooking up some juice right now. I don't know if you guys are going to like it. I don't know. I don't know what the rules are when it comes to swastikas. I don't know what the rules are. I'll show you. I'll show you. Hannah just became a loyalist. Thank you, Hannah Green. Much appreciate. Welcome to the club. All right. So we're going to need that, unfortunately. I wish I didn't need this, but I need this because my nation has descended into fascism. Then we're going to need this background remover. Yeah, go big or go home, am I right? We're going to need to flip it. Make him nice and big. Have him kind of cover it so I don't get too demonetized there. That'll do. Right there. Yeah, that'll do. Hold on. Let's get rid of a little bit of that mic. Top left corner. What about it? Yeah, that'll do. What the fuck? There we go. Yeah, let's get that one. No. That one. There we go. Now we gotta get me in there. Agree with me or you're all fascists. Itty bitty BB? Nah, I mean, I could. Yeah, I could do a little itty bitty BB. Alrighty. Okay. Growth. Game on, fascist. Is that a good one? I feel like maybe that one doesn't work too well. Game on, fascist! We beat him once. We'll beat him again. I like that. You guys like that? We beat him once. We'll beat him again. Bella Ciao. That might actually be it. That actually might be it. Bella Ciao. All right, we've got that. We're going to do two. So the first one is Bella Ciao, Ciao, Ciao. And then the second one will say the second one will say welcome to 1935. Alrighty. We're good. Let's get her uploaded, huh? Let's get her uploaded. What did Nelson just send me? No, it's great. It is great. But I don't think enough people will recognize that it's Pete Hegseth. It's almost too good. You know what I'm saying? It's almost too good. It's very good. It's too good. It would, like, if I see that in glance, I go, what is that, just a Nazi? You know what I'm saying? But it is great. It is great. I love it. Watching from history class. Fucking focus! Lock in! Alrighty, some A/B testing. Thumbnail only. You want to know why we're dealing with the rise of fascism, Alex? It's because fucking people like you were watching streams during history class, and now they're the fucking president. You gotta lock in, brother. You gotta lock in. It's makeup day. I got nothing missing, so I have free time. All right, good. You know, I'm just fucking with you, Alex. I'm just fucking with you. All right. Top U.S. generals prepare to take an oath to Donald Trump. What else? Take an oath to Donald Trump. U.S. military invades the USA. U.S. military invades the USA. Russians and Russians. Okay. Tomorrow is the day of oaths for the Fuhrer. Tomorrow's the day of oaths for the Fuhrer. ICE is the Gestapo. Russians in Denmark. Alrighty. Yes, I want this video monetized. Profanity in thumbnail, right? Right? Profanity in thumbnail, right? I think so, right? Or yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. Abbreviated profanity in the thumbnail. All right, let's see if the video started on time. This is always the worst part of my day. All right, I have to snip off the first 2 seconds. Okay. That video is uploaded. Now I have to go to the editor. There's 750 of you? Could you imagine just me sitting on my computer, 750 people just watching me edit? I'm like, sorry guys, I gotta make the thumbnail. Like, what the fuck? All right. Right there. 228, new cut. Vet here. You and Jesse are my two mains. Jesse who? The Orange Führer has decided to wage war on his own. Dude, I'm gonna go to fucking jail one day. Not for committing a crime, but because, like, brother, I might be Trump's #1 hater. Jesse Dolomore. I don't know what that is. But I might, as always, Christistic be ignoring my comments. You're not special. What did your comment say? Valenti under the desk camera. Throw him in the corner. 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 Now, you can't top Hassan on that. Mark my words, I will top Hassan. But, yeah, no, I probably... I already know clip Lenti, clip videos, just clip that shit, bro. The thing is, I make jokes, but like every day I inch closer and closer to Hassan, no diddy. And I know that he's going to see this and then he's not going to want to hang out with me because he's going to be like, is this guy going to like sexually harass me? And I will, Hassan. Oh. But listen, I'm not a pervert. I'm Italian. I'm not a predator. I'm Italian. Come here. Oh, what a reference. I am black, I am gay, I am trans, I am Andrew Cuomo. I am New York. Get the fuck out of here with that, give me bottom out of the camera. Sei mio partigiano che mi sento di morire. Un partigiano, portami via. Bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, 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 partigiano, portami via. Che mi sento di perire. Italian POC? Person of carbonara? Like, what are you talking about? You think Italians are minorities? Maybe in the eyes of a white supremacist, but listen, the US government has deemed me as white as you. I am as white as you, my friend. Fuck are you laughing at? Fuck are you laughing at? You are an honorary Aryan? Thanks, brother. Thanks, dude. Dude, I'm as Aryan as Hitler, okay? Which is always the funniest shit ever. I love reminding people that Hitler wasn't even German. You know how many people don't know? There's 750 people here. I guarantee you somebody in here doesn't know that Hitler wasn't German. Anybody in here learning this just now? Anybody in here learning this just now? Hitler was not from Germany. Is anybody learning this just now? Austrian. Yeah. He wasn't even German. Let alone the fact that he was like, oh, you gotta be blonde hair and blue-eyed. Bitch, you have brown hair and brown eyes and you're not from Germany. Your grandfather was Jewish. Hitler was literally not German, not Aryan, and was a Jew. Oh. No way. Yes way. Yes way. Yes way. Yeah. It's fucking insane. And just so you understand, I want you to really think about the failure of the American education system. If you're American and you're older than like, what, 15, the fact that we don't know this, that this isn't just standard issue education is incredibly alarming, right? Or how about the fact that Hitler did not come up with the Sieg Heil? He did not come up with the goose stepping. That was all created by Mussolini. Hitler went over to Italy. He saw the Italian army goose stepping and Sieg Heiling, and he went, I'm gonna take that back to Germany. That was Italian. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. My teacher didn't even know that Osama was behind 9/11. It's Mossad. It was. It was Mossad. Yeah. Bush did 9/11. I'm not gonna lie, Bush was too stupid to pull something like that off. Dead ace. Dead ace. Bush was too fucking stupid to pull something like that off. No fucking way. Speaking of Alex Jones, boys, you know, a lot of people say that we need a Joe Rogan of the left. I disagree. I think we need an Alex Jones of the left, and I think that's what I think that's my job. Now, that's not to, listen, Alex Jones is a piece of shit, but he's also entertaining as fuck. I don't know. I don't know. Didn't America do the Nazi salute for the Pledge of Allegiance back before World War II? No. 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 Nope.
The return of the frog's gay, brother. It's the globalists. No. We cannot allow for conspiracism on the left.
Yeah, no conspiracy theories here. That's just what a 30-06 does to a man. No conspiracy theories here. You can just disassemble a rifle that quickly, and it can fit in a backpack.
No conspiracy here.
Alright, you guys know what time it is. It's time for the cooldown. It's time for the Valenti Videos cooldown, which means we will watch some old gaming clips of mine to provide Valenti Simp with some content. Shout out Valenti Simp. Can we get some W Valenti Simps in the chat? Can we get some W Valenti Simps in the chat? Any more laser tag? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Anybody see one of these that you really want to watch? I'll scroll nice and slow. Any of these want to be watched? Because you're looking at 7 years. You're looking at 20-year-old Chris here. Fortnite solo victory. What about this one? Hold on. What is this? Oh God, I was filthy. I was so fucking filthy at this goddamn game. I was so fucking nasty. No issues were found with that video, guys, by the way. The thumbnail, no issues were found. Let's rewatch that shot. That was filthy. Oh! Zero hesitation. Just milked that motherfucker. Oh, I was disrespectful, dude. I was disrespectful as shit. What the fuck was that for? Oh, I'm getting close, though. I'm getting close, though. Peek, motherfucker. Peek. There's only 2 motherfuckers left. It's me and 2 motherfuckers. Let me see your fucking noggin. Where's the other guy? There he is. There he is. Show me your fucking face. Have a good one, Alex. You have a good day, man. Stay in school, son. Stay in school. Oh, shit. Oh, right in the ankle. I shot him in his fucking Achilles. Did you see that shit? I just hit that motherfucker in his Achilles heel. Doink. Oh, get fucked. Oh, you dumb bastard. Oh, never mind. He's fine. He's safe now. Oh, you dumb fuck. Oh. 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 Zero hesitation. Zero hesitation. Oh! One left. By the way, get a quick look. I used to play on Combat Pro. Do you see this? Oh, let me turn off the camera so you can see this. You're not going to believe it. I still do. I play Combat Pro, where you have to use the triggers to cycle through the different builds. I gotta go, like, if I wanted a staircase, I'd have to hit the right trigger twice. I never used Builder Pro. I only stuck with Combat Pro, and I was still clapping cheeks on the regular schmegula. See, look at the builds. Look at the builds. Now this is how you build. Now this is some professional building. Now this is some fucking professional ass building. Call me Bob the way I'm building. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Eat my dick. Hi, Luigi. All right, one more. One more, and then I'll call it. We need some Helldiver clips. I have a couple of Helldiver clips. I don't have them posted on YouTube. The saddest hit marker ever. What is this? No way. I can't believe that didn't hit. That didn't kill him, bro. That didn't fucking kill him. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. They've got to move. The circle's coming. Come on. Clip it. I just... yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Still play Fortnite? I haven't in a long time. Probably dog shit. I finally beat Fallout 4 and all the DLCs, so there ain't really much for me to do anymore on it. Oh shit! East 105. Hit him. Yeah, suck a dick. I'm brutal. I'm brutal. You ever play Siege? Yeah, I played some Siege. I thought I had one other clip here that was like fucking nutty. Boom doo doo doo. Do 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 do. Boo doo doo doo. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I guess that's it with the gaming content. I got one more for you. This will be the last one.
Dude, this gun, this AK is so bad, bro.
It's coming around, Rudy. Hit him for armor. Live mark on him.
Target.
Downed him.
Finish.
Down another.
There was a fucking proximity mine, dude.
Alright, I gotta run outside real quick. I'll beat the shit up.
Got movement.
Rudy, I can't get him.
Mark the target.
Got him. What a shot. That was the nastiest shot I've ever taken.
Oh, you saved my life. Saved my life.
That's a team wipe.
Save my life. Save my life. I got you, bud.
You should have seen that from my perspective, Rudy. Get him.
Mark the target.
Oh. Got him. Oh. 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 What a shot. What a shot. Unbelievable. Alrighty. I'm out of here, guys. I'm out of here. Thank you for tuning into the Valenti broadcast. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It costs you nothing. It helps me immensely. Consider donating to the channel. This is real independent media. I have no funding. Okay? This is entirely grassroots funded, and I'm very proud to say that, you know, you guys are providing me with the ability to do this. Every dollar I make comes from you guys. You know, I don't make a lot of money from the watch page ads. The overwhelming majority of the money that I make comes from donations, merch, patrons, anything like that. So you guys really are the shit. You really are the shit. You guys are the shit. Thanks for allowing me to do this. I'll see ya. I love you. Have a good one.
Una mattina mi sono alzato. Bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi sono alzato e ho trovato invasor.